Bold 3 detergent plus call toll
After the honeymoon.
a funky
Peace around the track if you get.
I wasn't sure if we'd ever see that intro again.
I was just thinking the same thing as I'm watching it now. I'm like, I didn't think. You never knew. You don't know how life.
I think I maybe would have played it. I maybe would have played it, just for old time's sake,
to show people
one last time.
work.
But if you wouldn't have, let me ask you this: if you weren't here today, and no spoilers, but whether or not we worked things out or not, but would you have come on to give your side of the story, or because you're very concerned about messaging and how things sort of come off. So I was my thing is, it got to a point where I was like, wait, I'm going to have to actually tell him I need to address this. And then, I'm going to have to move forward in some way, but I wouldn't have known what you would have wanted me to say.
Oh, and so you would have, I
guess I would have played taps or something. And then,
but no, you would have said, just in all your time behind the scenes and in front of the scenes that you've done with all the partnerships that you've seen, at people that you've worked with, talent, tech, everything, that you've never seen anything fall apart for less of a reason.
Well, yeah. And I have to be honest, that part of me, I don't know. This,
I was curious to see it burn.
Would be it would be hilarious if we sort of set this whole thing up and then 3 episodes in, you just were like, I can't fucking do it.
I'm done.
The internet is too mean. I can't do it. Yeah. But that wasn't even really, I guess, the case. So listen, I will just say this. Yeah. The last time that we convened, I would say I yelled for an hour and 9 minutes, roughly. I mean, would you say I yelled or
no? Because I think you described it as you were annoyed, you were irked, you were. I
was definitely more than annoyed. I think I tried to make it entertaining, but also I yelled for an hour and 9 minutes without my mic on. By the way,
but I still didn't feel like you were. See, to me, yelling isn't necessarily. I mean, yelling is obviously when you're loud, but you weren't right. I didn't get that vibe. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Yeah.
But maybe also lower impact because my mic wasn't engaged. Because before,
for sure,
as we were getting everything sort of settled before we rolled that night, I had to unplug my audio interface and then plugged it back in, and then I forgot to engage it properly. So I was just going into my what do you call it? My computer mic. I wasn't even, my audio wasn't even going through my mic. So then the next day you were kind of like, I didn't feel great about that, which I understand.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, well, we'll just fuck it. It didn't sound great anyways, because I'm going from into an iMac that's 3 feet away. So whatever. I also think that, and I was talking to, shout out to W in Clowntown, for having me on Saturday night. But I was saying this to them. I was like, it's really been a shit show to begin with. I mean, we started out just on the worst foot that we could, because so far we fought with each other and tried to plan things that the other person wasn't sort of on board for, and then took long, boring phone calls from Karmic. No offense to Karmic.
No offense to,
but that wasn't the plan. The plan was, there was a bit. We're going to talk about that. We're going to be in and out pretty quick. And then we just ended up talking to him about his problems, which was circular. And I had to kind of edit a lot of it out.
Oh, yeah. But,
so not a great start.
Yeah. No, but I also love it's also the most boring. And again, this is obviously this is a decade plus old now. The example I'm about to use, but anybody who would be in the know, that's an O&A fan, Opie and Anthony back in the day when, I mean, far, for a variety of reasons, different than us in name, rank, and serial number. But, you know,
I think if we allowed you to just qualify things before you said them, that would just be the whole. We could probably just do an episode of you ramping up to making a point.
Yeah, good luck with that. That could be the whole episode. But it's
that's
just
what I'm saying, just a ramp up.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But we're the most boring people to see fight because we're not aggressive by nature. I don't think you are. God knows I'm not. We're not those cliches. Now, can we still get annoyed or angry or whatever? But I have a very long.
I was furious.
Yeah,
like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I was furious because I'm just like, what the fuck do you even want this to be if we can't? But it's fine. And you know,
But now I know what I don't want.
Through it.
I don't want that. I don't.
You know what you don't want. You know what you don't want. Yeah, but also I think we learned. You gotta kind of trust me with things. I'm not gonna steer you wrong. I'm not gonna
for sure. Yeah.
Cause any harm. You're not running for Senate or any. I mean, not that I'm aware of, but you could be like a real clean cut Midwestern senator. But I did have kind of a sobering moment when I was reflecting back on it, because I was like, what is this? And you know what the dynamic kind of reminded me of, and I don't know if you go back this far with MLC, but it was kind of early Kevin Lenny a little bit, where except I mean, this was very. I mean, I think Lenny was only on. I think he was on the show for less than a year, but the thing with that, it would he was always kind of yelling at Lenny, and Lenny didn't want to take any chances. He didn't want to, so it was kind of a similar dynamic. And then even the conversation that we had about, you were like, well, if the thing with Karmic, if somebody clips it, people might mock us. And
not if, when.
I was like, we should be so lucky, right? But it reminded me of there was a situation with Kevin and Lenny where Kevin wanted to make the Starfucker t-shirts with the Starbucks logo. And Lenny was like, but we're gonna get sued. And Kevin's like, we should be so lucky. That would be great publicity, right? So it was kind of a similar dynamic, which is not really what we're going for. Also, that was funny because everybody in the room was against Kevin. He's a strong-willed individual, and Liz and Mana and Lenny were all piling on Kevin, right?
Right.
And so that it was like him against the room kind of thing, which made it funny. But if it's just me yelling at a virgin, which we should update, you are still a virgin. You have not.
Last time I checked, it's been a minute, but I still
been inside of a woman or anything for that matter.
Sure.
Because it wouldn't have to just be a woman, right? We would count
That's
whatever.
my go-to then. There's curiosities I have, and
ideally. Yeah.
Ideally. Oh, for sure.
Ideally. Right. So that was kind of, I guess, where we were at. But it just I don't know. We'll have to kind of proceed with caution.
Suss it out. Maybe
going forward. Well, just because your observation was, you're like, I don't want this level of negativity. Basically, in my life. Like you don't want, but then it's tricky because like I used the analogy to you where it was like you said you didn't appreciate my reaction. And I said, oh, it's sort of like saying you don't appreciate getting hit by a bus when you stepped in front of it, right? It's like you kind of create the situation.
Are you the bus or are you the kinetic reaction from getting...
I think I'm the bus.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
Well, I'm the
Or,
angry
yeah, or,
I'm the angry person. Yeah. So
the
I guess
angry
I'd be the bus. And by the way, if you want to
Yeah.
give us a call at any point, it's put a little graphic. I'm just leaving it up on the screen. You can interrupt us at any point.
Please.
At 929-274-4864.
No,
I don't know.
My logic always was too is listen, and again, I go back to when we were on MLC almost 2 months ago now or whatever. I mean, look, I hung in there for almost an hour. I had tech problems. I had to go. I did text you. You didn't get the text. That was annoying me. You didn't get the goddamn text, but I still texted you that I wasn't going to be able to stay.
It was after the fact. And again, I don't want to get into this again.
All the details.
But
I took my beating like a champ. Let's be honest. It is what it is. The goddamn gang initiation. That, and breaking my balls about the old squirrel.
Sure. Which you took like a champ. I mean, you really, I mean, you call it a squirrel. So, I mean, it's like, obviously you don't take yourself that seriously. Right?
No, exactly right. So it's not about like all the internet being rough on me or us or in general or what we're putting out there. It's like if the whole world is against us, let's be for what we are doing together. Not that that doesn't mean I can't be annoyed with you or you can't be annoyed with me, but it's just like it's us against the world. You're you're on the outlier. You're a poly goddamn whatever you people call yourselves.
Right.
And I'm on the other side of that. Here I'm as an adult version. So it's like us against the world. And let's put out some awesome, great, engaging content.
It's like I said, we're the island of misfit toys, right?
Yeah.
I'm the water pistol that shoots jelly, and you're the, I guess, you're the train with square wheels, which is very analogous of you because you can't get anything going. You got square wheels.
Out of my own way. Well, I live like I think I'm a Vulcan that I'll live for the next 200 years or whatever. And that, I'm only a quarter of the way through my life then, Vulcans generally.
And that's it's like a sci-fi reference.
Yes, specifically.
Some sort.
Of some sort. But yeah, that was always my thing. It's like, and we touched on this when we were talking over the weekend. And this is definitely something we can cover for different reasons, but we're more or less at midlife. And I don't want to midlife.
Oh, right.
I don't want
we
to
did
MLC.
We did realize that this might be a midlife crisis that we're going through. I mean, it makes sense because if you think about it. I mean, I think for me, things kind of like fell into place a little bit, and I went, maybe I want to do a streaming show, kind of just because of the way I've kind of gotten dragged into things on other people's shows, but it does also coincide with like a midlife situation. So this could be the weirdest midlife crisis of all time, maybe. But how does that manifest itself? I mean, for a guy like you, a midlife crisis must be dire because you're already thinking about the wild oats that maybe have been sown. But you're not a volume guy. You're not a guy that wants to be with a lot of people. You just want to be with one person, right? So,
ideally.
So how does that manifest? Does that make it extra desperate? Do you suppose? Because
no,
but you don't want to get like a Miata or something.
No,
you're not looking to get like a 50s Mustang convertible.
I ain't that fancy, man.
To take to like the classic car show in front of the coffee shop.
Then meet my gal. Yeah. No, I mean.
I don't mean that. Nothing to do with meeting somebody. Just old guy shit.
Oh God, no. It's very much part and parcel, I guess, of my temperament, my character, my whatever you want to call it. Where I just no temper, even keel. I'm high energy. I talk with my hands, half Italian, the crazy side, and my mom's side. So I guess I'm a walking contradiction in some regards for sure, but I'm also very just live and let live don't break my balls, I won't break it. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's
but
like,
I'm wondering
yeah.
how that's I wonder how if it amplifies a midlife thing, being
Or
that you feel
yeah,
like there's this part that's very missing. Because that's
or
sort of like what
de-amplifies it. Yeah,
you
in a
think
sense.
D? I think if
Well,
anything, this thing is a fucking tinderbox.
no, but I'm not a tomcat right now on hot tint roof trying to find my gal, trying to sow those oats, trying to go out to Vegas and hire a pro or whatever.
Vegas.
Nothing like I know I went there like that, but
I know, but
it's
it
like,
also part of me thinks it's a little bit like when the what is it, who are the guys, not the Quakers, not the Mormons,
the Amish.
the
Rumspringa.
Amish. It's like when the Amish go on Rumspringa
Yeah,
and they just do like heroin and play Xbox, and you know what I mean. Part of me wonders, will you snap at some point and be and just like go rogue?
No. Like I
it's
say,
just
as
not,
far as
it's just not in you.
It's not like, and again, that snapping could be a million things or whatever. No, it's just, like I said, it's just my age, my background, my birth order, my family, the friends I've had, the friends I've met, the people I've met through creative outlets or whatever. Just your network and what's going on in the world now, what went on 20 years ago, what's going to go on 20 years from now. I know I'm looking but it's just, it all plays into just like,
it's always a little bit of like a guess. It's like, I almost wish there was a way I could wager on where you're going with this. I wonder if Cowshy should get in on this. Like, where's Matt going with this?
Yeah.
No, I get it. There's a lot of factors. Yeah. It's just more of a raw, I just mean it in more of a raw way of, people don't always can't always control these things. Sometimes they just fucking snap. And part of me thinks maybe I hope that Matt will just, maybe that dog's in there.
Yes, but with a caveat where the snapping would be engaging a lot of sexy time fun, but with my gal. You know what I mean? Right. So that's what I guess I'm kind of anticipating.
No, I know, but that's not what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, of course. But like, I'm saying, if that's not going to happen, which it hasn't, maybe it's, when is it going to get weird? I mean, I guess we did talk about, I may have just answered my own question, because we did talk about your sort of a tantric solo lovemaking. So I guess maybe it did already get weird a long time ago.
Yeah, if you're looking at that, for sure. Yeah.
If you're
but it's like, it's also, I forgot, I think chapter 11 in Think and Grow Rich, where they talk about transmuting your sexual energy instead of just, wasting energy with yourself or with other people. You kind of focus it on your creativity, or you focus it on your business sense of prowess or something like that, your entrepreneurship. Now, I don't necessarily have a business sense for a variety of reasons, but I am a creative. I am an artist. I am that guy. And, I've been trying to channel it into that for sure.
I got to work that in. You are that guy. Wait, which guy are you?
Wait,
I almost missed it. It flew. It went by so quick, because your thing is you're always not that guy.
Roll it back.
I know. We might have to play back. We might need to play back the tape. So you are that guy.
I guess basically, like, again, for a variety of reasons, it's manifested itself in my life through just being an artist, being a writer. Gotcha. And engaging that, where that's one of the things. That's one of the first things I would lead.
One of the guys you are.
Yeah. Yes. We're all many guys and gals.
You know what I encountered? Maybe I'll get that in a second. But I will just say, in sort of, we'll wrap up this sort of chapter of it. And I think we're okay now.
Dude. Yeah.
I think in the future, I will manage my expectations. It's like, fool me once. Wait, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me once, shame on you. Shame on you. Fool me twice, that's shame on me.
You can't fool me again.
Fool me 3 times.
That's little political
fucking humor. What's fucking wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. So that was that. Oh, so I encountered a guy and I was like, oh my God, I think this is the guy that Matt is not. This is the guy that Matt does not want to be. So as you know, my ex is still staying with me a couple nights a week, not with me, but in my house, and her stuff is here. And there's this older black man. I'm going to say he's pushing 70. Say he's pushing 70. He looks 55, so I'm going to say he's pushing 70 because you know how that works, right? So this guy has been a guy that we've been friendly with for years now. We see him in the hallway, we see him in the elevator. We always chit chat, and he's definitely noticeably more friendly to her than me.
Right.
So I kind of was like always a little bit of, but I thought it was just like a black thing. You know what I mean? I thought he was like, maybe he kind of thought I had a fetish or something. I don't know. I just thought it was maybe something like, I don't know. Watch yourself, cracker, honky. You know what I mean? So, but for the most part, friendly guy. And then she tells me this morning, she's like, I guess the guy found out that we're not together anymore. I don't exactly know how maybe he saw me with somebody. I don't know, which also that was my biggest fear. Cause I'm like, if this guy sees me with another black lady, he's going to call Al Sharpton on me or something. Like, cause this guy, I feel like I'm already on thin ice with this brother. Right. So he's like, apparently he found out we're not together anymore. And they're like riding the elevator together, and out of nowhere, he just goes, boy, if I was 30 years younger.
Oof.
And he's like, what? And he's like, you know. And I guess now every time he sees her, he's just like, hey, good news. Well, I think he said, good news. I'm 30 years younger. Just kidding. But he's like, but if I was, watch out. Do you remember that thing when Jim Carrey like broke the internet? Remember he was talking about Emma Stone? It was basically, he gave like this whole creepy speech about how if he was like 30 years younger. Okay. That he would just plow Emma Stone. They were in a movie together, and it was such a creepy thing to do. But I thought of you because I was like, man, that is the guy. That's the guy that's the guy that you're not. When you say I'm not that guy, you're the guy from my elevator, I think. But now it's awkward because I'm going to see the guy. I don't care, but I'm also kind of like, how do you know? How'd you know we're not together?
Maybe he's a fan. He's a subscriber.
Oh, maybe he was. Maybe he's watching. Yeah. I don't know what his name is, but hello.
He could be in
If you hit the like button. But anyways, it was a funny thing today because I thought I was like, that is because that's kind of your thing when you're like, I'm not that guy. You are deathly afraid of being too forward and or smarmy.
For sure, because those aren't great qualities. But no, my go-to when I think of the examples where maybe I could have engaged a little more is just not wanting to ruin the vibe. Not that it would, but the vibe was good. One example, quick.
You could be creating a vibe.
For sure, but getting. Oh God, this is a while ago. I had an Elantra. Not to brag, I had a Hyundai Elantra back in the day, and I was getting washed at the old local car wash in Jersey, and I was having like a really great conversation with this girl. Like we're just talking, and I forget how largely. I was younger. She was about my age at the time, so she's probably our age now. Blonde, not necessarily my go-to, but it's just like like we were just like really like having a great conversation and
washing the Elantra.
And forget what she was driving, but I know this goes back, like 20 plus years.
Uh-huh.
And so, yeah, but it was just such a nice conversation. And this is probably maybe one of like not a formative example per se, or a teaching moment, but it was something where it was such a good conversation, a lot of engagement. I wasn't necessarily getting any signs either way that just nothing
Neutral
to prompt me. Yeah, it was very neutral. But for me to have suggested, I think about that now, and obviously, like the memories are very far off and gone. But if I would have been like, "Hey, listen, my name's Matt. What's your name again? Can I give you my phone number? Can I give you my cell? We can hang out sometime, grab lunch." It wouldn't have ruined the vibe at all. It would not have hurt anything for sure, because that would have been my genuine intention, is to put the ball in her court. Here's my number. If you want to call me, great. If not, okay, fine. You know what I mean? No harm, no loss, no foul, whatever. And I would just remember that, where it probably could have went very well. You know what I mean? I
gotta think.
I didn't want to ruin the vibe.
You got to think on your feet though, because that's the thing.
Which I don't do well.
You're kind of fucked either way. Because I think I don't know if I told you about this, but I talked about it with Brian on Brian's show. I'm like kind of striking out with this girl at Starbucks right now. There's this chick at the Starbucks by his house. And she told me that I was a handsome white man, and that I looked like one of the Baldwin brothers, but only from the side. That was her compliment.
Take the compliment, man.
And I thought she was flirting with me, but I've been back a couple of times, and I try to get something going, and I don't know. It's like, riding a mechanical bull. Like I don't know what.
Yeah.
I can't get a conversation go. Like she's all business, this one. So but my point is, in the moment when that initially happened, when I became aware of this person, you almost kind of have to be like ready for it. It's very tricky to sort of go for it right there.
And not have it come off contrived, forced, creepy,
well,
weird.
It's not forced. I mean, I get it, but it's like these guys that do it in the moment. I mean, like, kudos.
Oh yeah, no,
because
that's not.
You got to be. I mean, I guess I've done it before, but it's like at a party, and we know somebody who knows somebody, and then it's like over the course of the night or maybe an hour, and then it's like, all right, I don't know. Here's like, give me your number, we can hang out or something. Like it's usually pretty informal, but yeah, it's tricky. Like a car wash pickup is, I don't know. I always envy those guys that are like ready for that are like the guys that. Now my thing now is, because I'm in like a different category. So like I realized in this situation, I'm like, I can't really meet a girl that works at a Starbucks anymore, because
is there an age difference? How big it?
No, not really. Okay. Probably around this. I don't know. Maybe she's a little younger, but it's because when you meet somebody and then you go, all right, so maybe we grab dinner sometime or grab a drink. I have to give the disclaimer of like, just so you know, like, and the likelihood of just your garden variety Starbucks employee being okay with like, oh, so you have a couple of other women in your life and they're not going anywhere. And that's not even to mention the ex-girlfriend that lives in my house still and gets mail here technically. So it's a mess. So I realized like I'm not really in a category where I can't meet women at a car wash anymore.
But you kind of have to reveal that part of your life right now a lot sooner than I would have to talk about mine. Yeah.
I think I would argue you could get away with not ever, just because,
No. I'm not, I wouldn't do that to her for a variety of reasons. She would have to it's not the first, there's more than just my name is Matt and I'm, you know what I mean?
I feel like I could talk you through it. We get a little earpiece.
No. Oh yeah. No.
I am going to need a visual, and that could be invasive. I don't know how you're going to feel about me actually.
Well, the meta glasses.
I do know. I think I told you a good friend of mine lost his virginity in a threesome. Wait, did I ever tell you about that? My friend Tom, he lost his virginity. No, I'm not advocating that we do this. That we do it some kind of devil's triangle.
0 to 60. No, it's look, every guy, you're with the two beautiful women or whatever, my mind wanders, but it's just like, no.
It wouldn't be two. It wasn't in that case. This was not two beautiful women. This was a woman and our buddy TJ. Was that like they were double? They spit roasted.
Oh God, no.
First go.
Especially.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Did it work out? I mean, did he marry her or?
Yeah, I think they have 3 beautiful children. They live in
really, I was being sarcastic. Oh, you prick.
No.
I was being sarcastic. No. Yeah.
I don't know. He probably never even, I don't know. I don't even know if he ever saw this girl again. But yeah, I mean, isn't that wild though? I mean, now granted, we're talking early, late teens, maybe. Yeah, probably late teens. I think this was like his freshman year in college or something. But that's pretty wild.
Oh yeah, just me then, me now. No, just like God, yeah,
like a sort of a coach. You gotta have a whistle.
Yeah, well, gee, that wouldn't be distracting. Yeah,
right. Okay, so anyways, this is what happened to me.
Yeah,
this is tonight's top story. All right, so I'm on the subway last night, coming home from work. Probably, it's early evening. It's hot out. Crazy heat wave. So I think people are a little chilly right now. And so I'm sitting on the subway, elevated subway. And like a 70 something, I would say like woman pushing maybe mid 60s is sitting like there's like one seat in between us. She's the one next on my side. Across from me is you're right. Across from me is a Asian woman, probably mid 40s. Looks like she works at an independent bookstore. Canvas tote bag, introverted demeanor, and she's blowing her nose. And it's weird. It's a little bit like, but people have allergies, and it's, it happens. It's a bodily function. And the older lady, I can tell, is kind of grumbling a little bit. Can tell there's like something going on. She may have said something, but I'm not sure. I got my earbuds in. And then the Asian lady blows her nose again, and then she says something, and I don't quite make it out. But I at this point I kill the earbuds because I'm like, I don't know what's happening. And then now I will warn you, there's some coarse language in this story. She says, so she blows her nose again. And then I hear the lady go, fucking Oriental cunt. She just yells, fucking Oriental cunt. Right. And I think she said it low the first time, and then she said it louder. And typically this was like a big moment, I think, of my life, because I think typically what happens when you're in these kinds of situations is you go, fuck, do I got to get involved? Right? You kind of go like, what's my duty here? Like, what do I have to do something or whatever? And I didn't do that. She said it. And when I heard it, I just turned and I went, shut the fuck up. Like in a very almost exaggerated, almost like comedic, but like I didn't think about it. I just went, shut the fuck up, like in it kind of like a bizarre way.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she goes, whoa. She was like, whoa. Like she's offended that I told her to shut the fuck up. She's like right next to me. And so I go, what did you think? I was like, what did you think was good? Right? I'm like dumbfounded. And she and I said, I mean, if you're gonna yell some racist shit, obviously somebody's gonna react. Right? Now I'll let you guess. What do you think she said next? What do you think her response was?
To either get defensive immediately, to either deny what you just heard, to just outright lie, or to get defensive. Why are you attacking me? You know, because now she's embarrassed for being a racist piece of shit, and you just called her on it, and she's like, "Oh shit, I better compensate." But I'm guessing that's not. Yeah,
I mean, kind of. So her response was, "How is that racist?"
What are you kidding me?
I just it was.
Where do we start?
This was the best. It was the great. I was like, oh my god, this situation just keeps getting better and better. And also, by the way, the during this whole thing, the Asian lady was like, "Thank you." So I'm like a hero at this point, which I didn't even. It was just a knee jerk reaction, right? So she goes, "What do you mean? What racist? What?" And now everybody's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Yeah,
because they're like, "Oh, this is off the rails at this point." Because the thing is with like crazy people that yell and call people an Oriental cunt, they're typically going to own it, right? Like they're typically going to be like, I said it, I'm sticking with it, right? But it was amazing that and she was like, what racist? Like she was offended that I said it was a racist comment. And I'm like, well, I'm sorry, then what was that? And she goes, I just said Oriental. Like that's not saying that. I'm not saying anything bad about. I'm not saying anything bad about Orient.
She's a rug from the Orient. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I said kind of an antiquated term, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and just so you know, antiquated means old fashioned, or you know what I mean. So people are actually loving this. Like they're I'm kind of killing here. Because she said, what did she say? Because she said it's not racist. And I went, my mistake. I was like, I just thought, so I'm like just playing along with it. And everybody else knows I'm playing along with it.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, that is my bad. I thought when you called her an Oriental cunt, you were implying that her ethnicity had something to do with, but that wasn't. And I go, that's my bad. I should. And I said, I'm going to do better going forward. And everybody's like loving this. But then I realized she doesn't get the sarcasm. She goes, it's fine. It's fine. You didn't. And I go, no. Wait, hold on. So then I got to backtrack and I'm like, no. Fuck you. Like, just for the record, shut the fuck up. But also, like, yeah, if you're going to say things like that, and I'm like, it's not really disputable that that's kind of, because the second you use somebody's race, I think like, I don't know. I wonder if she would have just said dumb cunt.
If she was white or standard, if she was like standard European,
Caucasian cunt.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I'm not really sure. Like what?
Or if she had been black, would she drop those bombs?
Or
Hispanic. What bomb? Yeah.
Listen, I think we both know. I'm not needed in that situation. That situation. Like shit's gonna go down. The lady's cart is gonna go flying.
But that's the thing, though. She probably felt safe saying that because maybe stereotypically
Maybe,
in her
well, yeah,
mind.
you know, I mean,
Yeah.
listen, and
Yeah.
I mean, she was right.
What an
This was
asshole.
like a chill Asian lady that probably
Yeah.
just came from the Strand or something. Like it wasn't. Yeah, she wasn't. She wasn't gonna. I don't know. I don't know if she would have. I think she would have ignored her and probably just gotten off at the next stop or whatever. But I don't know when that happened where, I mean, maybe it's just because it was extreme that I reacted, but where I didn't have any, there was no space between reacting and yelling at the lady.
Oh, sure. Instant. Yeah.
It felt freeing. It felt kind of good. It also felt like I was just watching me yell at a lady. Like I was, it was like an out of body experience. So I guess I'm a guy.
Yeah.
I'm like a guy that just gets like is mixing it up on the subway now. I think this is the new me.
You might not want to keep doing that, buddy. For
Here's but yeah, I mean, I might get
depending on.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
listen, I've been in some scrapes. I've lived in New York City for 20 years, so like I've been involved.
Right.
I've been involved. Well, coming up on this winter will be 20 years. I've been involved in some scrapes, but typically you kind of go like, "Fuck, do I have to get it?" This is what I think. This is my theory. Is I don't know. Maybe we can ask the sorcerer about this. He would probably know. But so because work sometimes can be really stressful, and you're kind of like you're spinning a lot of plates. So I've been taking beta blockers for. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but it's basically a thing that blocks your adrenaline. So when you're in a high pressure situation, your fight or flight instinct kicks in because your body perceives it as danger, right? So you take like chefs and like people that like, for me, it's like broadcasting stuff. It's like you're doing a lot of stuff. If you make mistakes, it kind of is forever or whatever. So it's sort of, you can kind of, your adrenaline kicks in. So I've been taking them for that. And I had taken a beta block. So I'm wondering if there's like a connection there between not thinking and just yelling at basically a bag lady.
I mean, if I would have said anything, I'd be like, "Whoa, seriously? I mean, really? Did this just happen?" And I would be like, I'd be
I mean, I think
like,
normally,
are you serious?
Yeah, normally, but it was just shut the fuck up. Like it was like from my diaphragm almost. It was not falsetto. Like it was from within.
Deep with
Yeah. So I don't know if that was like some rage I was harboring or something like that, but it was, I was definitely surprised because typically I would just go, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like, what's happening? It wasn't like anybody was in any danger. Nobody was going to fight anybody.
Yeah.
But it was just clearly the lady was uncomfortable by the fact that she's being,
her racism against Asians is being called out in front of the whole train. Well, good.
I stood up for Asian hate. Remember Asian hate? That was a big thing for
around COVID.
Because everybody was like, 9/11, it was Middle Eastern people. And, because it was like, well, if you're that ethnicity, or even if you were like from India, they were like, your cousin.
Yeah.
Fucking, or whatever. But yeah, Asian hate was a big thing. So I'm doing my part to combat Asian hate. Oh, but what I was gonna say, too, when we're talking about me sort of yelling the last time that we were on, is that's like quite a. I mean, so I'm known as being kind of like the even-keeled guy, right?
Oh yeah.
So for me to get that pissed off, it's almost kind of an accomplishment.
You're welcome. I mean, or thank
for
you.
you,
I'm not
for
sure.
you, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I'm not sure what to take the compliment, Matt. You know, I'm not good at taking, you know. Well, no, I'm not happy to get under your skin for sure.
Right.
But yeah, no, that's not my go-to with anybody. But no, it was always just, but maybe that is a compliment to you in that, okay, you were genuinely pissed. You were genuinely angry, whatever.
Mhm.
I didn't necessarily take it as that. I just took it as you're annoyed. B, I didn't feel like you were raising your voice. C, you didn't drop any bombs, Matt, you son of a bit. You know, you weren't going there. You didn't get personal. You didn't,
Right.
you know, didn't do anything of
Mhm.
that. So if you were, in your mind at least, genuinely pissed off, angry, annoyed, and that's where you went, that's a good thing. To me at least, because that's the same thing with me. Like, just the worst you're going to get out of me is I get annoyed. Like a work thing, don't even ask questions, but it's just like, sometimes in customer service, the pressure builds and builds. And some of the components of my job can be an absolute pain and bane of my existence. And it was building, and I just got annoyed, and I just kind of was ranting and raving a little bit. And I got a little vulgar, whatever. It was just kind of blowing off steam. It was just like my couple of people that I work with, and some I was embarrassed that I didn't even know was there. It's a whole thing. But
Okay.
suffice it to say,
Uh-oh.
you know,
Whole thing.
I mean, again,
I need like a bell to ring, like a trucker horn.
every time
Whole
you-
thing.
yeah. Yeah. Well, we could get a super tip or a super whatever they
Yeah,
call it.
the whole thing.
No, but it was as long as my tempers are non-existent as it is, it's like you're still going to get annoyed, or some stuff's going to build up. And this is just like around our busy time or right after our busy time, blah, 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 blah. And I ran and raved a little bit, just my own version of it. And that was it. Like, I guess, and like the person that I was, you know, talking with at the time, like she was kind of surprised because she's never really seen me like that.
Uh-oh.
And because I don't like I'm loud, I'm verbose, I'm hyper, but I'm generally even keeled too. Now, I'm not overly emotional. Again, you wouldn't think it's like, but nothing really, I'm not that I'm unflappable, but it's just like, it takes a lot to, you know, I'd rather kind of keep my powder dry and just sit back and observe and protect and defend where I need to. You know what I mean? Because there's been other examples too, at least my latest iteration of my job now, where there's been situations where things could have gotten very awkward for the people I work with, because as the only man that's been for over a year where I work,
Oh,
you know,
you're the only guy.
I'm the only guy. And,
Whoa.
you know,
Rooster
for better
in the
and
hen
for worse.
house.
Oh, clearly. But it's just, sometimes I think to myself, I'm like, shit. The only thing I'll be able to do if shit really does hit the fan is give them enough time to hit 911 and send while I'm getting from one end to the other of the old Matty ass whooped. But you do what you got to do. You step into the breach, and that's what you did too.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
stepped into the breach.
mean, in that
that's
situation, thinking of a guy working with a bunch of women, you're almost safer than a gay guy if you think about it.
for sure. I mean, well,
Because I think sometimes
What
a
do you
gay,
mean?
well, like just in terms of like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like if it were a sleepover and a bunch of teenage girls or something, it's like, because like a gay guy's maybe going to motorboat somebody goofing around. Gay guys will grab a boob.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Gay men have access to women that we will never imagine, because it's
I
like
guess so.
it's all in good fun. I mean, they're typically, women will change right in front of gay men.
I've heard of that, but
You
wow.
ever think
it's
about
just,
that? Yeah.
yeah,
But
just staring at
but
that.
like Matt, that's like you're almost another rung of like safety as far as having a man around, because I think like a woman would have to be literally throwing themselves at you for you
to really,
you know?
yeah.
And even then you'd be like, can we get to know each other a little bit?
Yeah,
I want to figure out if you're my soulmate first.
Is that so wrong? Is that
Bizarre.
such a bad
I
thing?
wouldn't say it's wrong. It's strange.
Sure. Well, it's all contextual too, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know that you were the only guy that worked.
Oh, yeah.
Worked in your group.
Yeah, and it's been like this for a year and a half-ish almost, and I don't want to steer into, but actually, I guess he was gay as the days long.
Yeah.
You do you. He was
Other
cool. He
other
was
guys
fun.
were gay guys.
Yeah, to boot as well. So, I mean, again, when I'm the alpha of the, you know what I mean? That's do the math. You know,
Dude, I'm
and that's
taking beta blockers.
Yeah, you're blocking your beta.
That's how, yeah, I got to block the beta. That's how.
Oh yeah.
Not alpha. I am.
Yeah.
Or am I tamping down the beta because I am?
Oh yeah.
There's something there. There's some kind of association there. But yeah. Wait. Okay. So what I wanted to tell you had mentioned that you had back problems.
Oh yeah.
And that you were thinking about getting a massage. And you had some thoughts about or maybe some reservations about that. I'm not quite sure what the issue is, but you don't want to get a massage, or you do want a massage.
Sure, but I was always curious about getting one in general, just because, especially when you're at the gym a lot and you're having those gym aches. Sure, a massage would feel good, but with this, since like it's been March-ish, mid-March, that I've been really like noticing, and I have an MRI coming up later this month. Now it's July. Just to dot the I's and cross the T's. Is it just age related? Is it from the gym, or am I riddled with cancer and I'll be dead in 6 months? It could be one or the other. Obviously, I hope it's not that last one, you know, but the prepper in me, I am a prepper.
Oh God. Yeah. You revealed that to me this week. I didn't even realize that you're like some kind of God, you're like the inner conflict.
Not really. Look,
I mean, it's
not ideal.
I feel like there must be some sort of contradiction there of like you're prepping for some sort of an apocalypse, but at the same time you're insanely careful and are afraid.
But they are mutually exclusive in my mind, at least. Yeah.
All right. We'll get there. We're not even we're not even to that part.
But basically, so it's been mostly bottom right, you know, but like right now, like the back of my, you know, I thought somebody I was talking to today, we thought maybe it was how I was sleeping, but it's like the back of my head now. And again, we'll find out, you know, I'm only training, you know, once a week with my trainer, just starting slow. And I do want to get back to the gym because I noticed after training with him, full body, we even did like lower body last night too. I don't feel worse back wise or neck wise or anything like that since, you know, I've been upping it with him. So I may as well kind of like dip my toe back in, because that, not that that played a role into just our thing, but that's not helping, because it's not helping that I can't go and run it off. I love my cardio. I can't go and just work it out, literally and figuratively, because, you know, and that's kind of like stymies, you know, once you lock that in habitually, forget about the benefit aesthetically, forget about like the health and the strength and the endurance and the wellness and all that. All great things for sure, but it's also a mental thing as well. That's why during the lockdown, a lot of people that were regular gym goers were really like kind of like scratching the walls, because it's like, holy shit. And it was just, it was rough. Not being able to, you know, bars were still, or like liquors. I don't want to, that's the whole thing. Yeah, that's a, I don't want to,
whole thing.
Yeah. I don't mean to go.
I need to, what sound effect am I doing?
Yeah, try to find a good one. Yeah, like a car crash.
Thank you, everybody.
That's my catchphrase. All that being said,
gong?
Could work.
Maybe a gong. Yeah, it's a whole thing. All right.
But back on, I know to be more laser focused, God forbid.
Laser. I think the ship has sailed on laser focus.
Yeah, years ago, buddy. Years ago.
We're talking. This is scattershot at this point. This is carpet bombing.
Carpet from a
fucking
ship.
everywhere.
No, yeah, you say it like it's a bad thing. No, but the back's rough. It's still, and I'm not even one. And this is weird too. But the last couple of nights, I would take ibuprofen, and I'm not one to even do that, because my sister and I are very similar in that, you know, she has back and neck issues too for another reason, but don't like taking anything if I don't have to. Better living through chemistry. I tell it with the people I work with, my patients, but it's one of those things where I don't want to have to take anything if I don't have to. So the fact that I took 3 ibuprofen, which is 600 milligrams, and like it kind of helped, shows you how rare I take that shit, because I just,
probably,
you know,
check into the Betty Ford clinic at this point. 3 muscle relaxers. This guy.
Yeah, that's what I need to. And I was on that naproxen, I think. Again, the people I work with, they're familiar with all that stuff.
Okay.
All the medical stuff. But it sucks. And I don't sleep great to begin with. And this doesn't help at all. And then not going to
That was
the
a
gym.
2-parter.
Yeah, but that's the result of the fatigue. I had a weird dream last night. Whatever. Yeah. So yeah, and so it's the sleeping isn't any better, and just so, and then the MLC, not our favorite show, midlife crisis.
Oh, midlife! Oh wow, you call
my MLC. Yeah.
Why would you first?
How could I not, dude? How could I not?
You refer to it. Oh, your light went out behind you.
Did it?
Something went out. Something changed. It's fine. Whatever. We're landing the plane here, anyways.
Yeah. But
this was just gonna be. I actually got an early. Got an early morning because my schedule got all fucked up. And normally I'm like up to just party, but we wanted to pop on and
But if you want to bookend it, so we don't have to belabor that. So in getting the massage, I heard, as I've been exploring this, it's only temporary. So any pain that I'm experiencing now the relief will be temporary. So,
okay.
And the fact that I've never been in that state with anybody.
Have you ever gotten have you gotten a professional massage before?
I forgot about this, but I was talking with a friend at work. This is within the last month or so. I did forget about this, but I used to write for a health and wellness magazine before the pandemic. And there was like some kind of trade show or something like that I went to a couple of towns over here in Old South Jersey. And I was surprised that I did. It was almost like the mall thing where you see, like, you're just kind of leaning into it or something like that. Like you would see at the standard mall.
Oh, like
dressed.
Where you're
just
like
and
face down.
Face down, but this is not going to sound great, and it was with a guy. It was in the corner, and but again, I couldn't enjoy it because I'm surprised I went along with it. But you're only young once, And
what do you mean that you went along with it? Like this man seduced you out next to the Auntie Annie's or something? Like what do you mean?
Oh no, I forget where this was. This was just like right near, not a Ruby Tuesdays. I don't know if they have them up near a Cheesecake Factory. Wherever it was kind of like an office building or whatever, but it was set up for just this trade show or whatever I did.
Okay. So this was, right. It was a trade show. This wasn't a mall.
Oh, no.
Got you. So, but they were giving massage. Oh, because you said it was a health
and wellness and all that holistic. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the whole time I really couldn't zone into it and enjoy it because I'm talking the whole time, because of course you can only enjoy it so much, or I would only let myself. So I don't know. And so other than that example that it took talking with a butt, you know what I mean? To remember, to trigger that memory.
This is like you're fully clothed, just like in one of those, like with your face through the hole and right.
In the chair or whatever. Yeah. Right. And it was nice, but that's about it. So of course, all the implications being, and that it's going to feel good because that's what it's meant to feel. But the fact that I do have to,
I think your dilemma is you have to get a massage. You need to get like a sports massage.
Oh yeah, your elbows really. Yeah.
Are you? What's the major hang up? Is it?
Like I guess that I'm just being. I've never been that
disrobed.
Disrobed. Yes.
Disrobed.
Sure.
Yeah, you want to because they really do get in there.
Oh yeah.
I mean.
Oh, for sure.
It's invasive.
And then if nature happens because you're a man, and if I hate to go back. This is almost 40 years. This example, but when George, was getting a massage,
hi, George,
and it moved.
I'm Raymond.
No, yeah. Jerry, it moved.
No, I know, but remember the guy he came out because he was like,
Raymond?
"Oh, I'm waiting for the masseuse," and he came out and he said, "Hi, George, I'm Raymond," and he was like this sort of jacked, tan, Nordic-looking guy, and he was like, ugh. And funny enough,
That's funny.
I didn't have a situation happen just like that, but I did have a situation. The dynamic was similar in that I went for a couples massage a couple of years ago, and they asked me do you want a man or a woman? And I was like, fuck, I don't want to be weird and say that it matters. I do want a woman, but I didn't want to be weird. And so I like in a moment, I felt like I wasn't progressive enough, I guess, if I said I want a woman, which looking back, I just would have. So I go, yeah, I don't care. Whatever. I'm cool. I'm groovy. I don't mind. And so I lay face down. I feel like I'm going to sneeze.
Go on now.
Oh my God.
There you go.
So I lay face down and I never like peek. So I'm getting a massage and the whole time I don't really enjoy it because I'm just thinking like, I don't know if a man is touching me or a woman. And it shouldn't matter, but I think it wasn't a great massage. It was a little rough and turns out it was a man. And now I'm sure men can be great at being massage, whatever the gendering of that is. But this guy wasn't. Like he was fucking rough, and he had calloused hands, and it wasn't good. So I don't know. Just fucking. If you don't want a man, just let him know you don't want a man. I don't recommend it. Anyways, but yeah, it was a similar thing happened with George because I think in the moment he was like, I don't want to be weird. I don't want to make it weird. So he did it, and it, and then he may have gotten, part of an erection and
I thought he shot up. If memory serves, like he shot up.
He said it moved. I mean, well,
it moved. Yeah.
Recently, Eric Andre was like talking about how he he was getting a massage, a couple's massage in like Taiwan or something, and a guy, he got very aroused, and he was like, I didn't think I was gay up until recently, and he got very aroused, and the guy was like, do you want me to finish it off? And he was like, oof. Okay. He said he was already rock hard, so he was like, okay, I didn't think that I would be cool with it, but okay. And then apparently the guy started blowing him, and he was like, this is like a thing that I could see happening to you, where where he was like, I'm okay with it being that gay, but then the guy just fucking
went right for the gusto.
Yeah. And he was like, whoa, that's too gay. And so I think he stopped, and then the guy finished him with his hand. But
how awkward would that be for a variety of reasons? Like, so the guy started doing X, and then the guy,
and also, mind you, he's laying right next to his girlfriend. So his girlfriend is also right. And I don't know if they offered her to flick her bean or something, but that's crazy. But yeah, I guess that, but I don't know if that happens here. I've had a couple of couples massages. Nobody's ever offered.
You never had
for but I would have like woken her up and been like, I don't know, what do you think?
Is it cheating if you say it's okay?
I would do it if she said it was cool. I would do it, but I mean, I was also in an open carry state. I was in an open relationship, so.
No, and I would make the joke. It's like, if I would go that route, should I get a Jack A guy or Helga next door? You know what I mean?
Right? Yeah. What would you prefer?
Neither. I mean, just for a variety of reasons.
But what if? Do you think if?
Yeah. What's this?
I'm just wondering, like, if you would never knowingly go into that situation, but if you did, do you think you could get aroused enough to like get over the hump to where you would let it happen? Because that, like, listen, we're men. You understand that there's a point of no return, right? Once there's a certain amount of momentum.
But it's getting there. How is that masseuse getting you there? by just a normal massage, working your
Yeah.
back, or doing
just a normal massage? Because I've heard that happens all the time. I've heard that happens like constantly. That you get aroused. I don't think I ever have, but it's always like I don't feel like I've ever had a masseuse that was like under 60. They're always old Asian women.
Yeah. Oh, geez,
around here. I mean, they give great massages, but yeah,
I guess that kind of like touches on where in that situation, because I don't know, because of what we've talked about before, the energy I can access, multi-orgasmic, full body, I can access that energy. And if I'm really relaxed and I'm just kind of zoned out, that it sometimes happen. It's been a minute, but sometimes I don't.
So that could. The desert rose could kick in, and you could.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. That's why. If I would go down that route, then I would have to lie to myself, be like, oh no, what's happening? I can't imagine this is happening, where you know that there's a heavy possibility of that happening, because my logic is, since, especially if you're relaxed and you are feeling that, for me, it would be very easy for me to access that energy. And sometimes it can happen. And in the right situation, it's a whole thing.
What? Oh,
damn it.
Fuck.
Damn it.
Where's my sound?
Yeah, you're gone. There you go.
It's a whole. Okay. Okay. But
yeah.
I'm wondering if you were okay. So just say you set up you pay for a 45-minute massage, Massage Envy, Swedish massage, and then you show up. It's a very attractive woman, and she kind of likes the fact that you're maybe a little shy, a little awkward, and then should I play maybe a little bit of music for this?
I think I better say yes. I think I better say a very enthusiastic yes.
Okay. So she's hot, and she's like, oh, you're so shy. It's cute how shy you are. And she's flirting, like very, very obviously flirting. And then she gives you the massage, and you're like, Jesus, like you're getting a rager, right? You're like, oh my God, because you haven't been this sort of intimate with a woman before, and this girl's hot. She's Brazilian. She has green eyes, shapely behind, and she's athletic. She's got abs. Okay, so she's your type, right?
Yeah.
And then you flip over, and she's like, you want me to? But she's like, I just want to do this for you. This is not a thing I even do. I just want to do this for you. You seem like a nice guy. Do you do it? Do you think you'd go with it?
My natural reaction, like you see me like this, is to say no. But here we are. I'm in my home office. You're in yours, and so I could say no safely. In that situation,
the safe space to turn down a handy.
Hashtag. Oh, it would just be that. Oh, I was thinking it could be anything, or
just a handy. Oh, everything. Ooh, maybe. What about a little mouth love?
See, the reason why I say that, where I kind of thought that's where you were going, is it's like one or the other, or it's like it's all the same to me. Once I cross that threshold of somebody physically manipulating me with their X, Y, or Z, it may still be all of the above.
This is my question, though.
When are we getting married?
Because you could suspend it. You could be like, I think she likes me. You know what I mean? In this scenario, you think you're like, I think she likes me. We might hang out after that. We might go to the Regal and go see a movie after her shift or something. Yeah. So you could be thinking that you might have a shot. Wait, but then no. But I feel like if you think you have a shot, you're definitely saying no, because you're like,
for sure.
I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to.
Exactly right.
She could be the one, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying
But
no to that for sure. So okay, so maybe you don't have a shot. You don't think you have a shot, but
I
but
get the
you're
offer
like,
anyway.
but who knows? Maybe I'm just wondering when does like because at a
I
certain
know.
point, every man, there's a man in there, right?
Oh yeah.
Deep somewhere in there, there's a guy that like needs a woman to touch his penis, right?
I hear it's the bee's knees. I hear it's
But
great.
you're so there's so much like noise,
Right.
like neuroses that, and I get it, but it's an equation. But I'm saying like at one point we tip the scale because I do think that it's there has to be something, some kind of scenario where the scale is tipped to where you go, okay, I actually want to like grab the paper towels, grab the wet naps. We're doing this.
Probably. Yeah, all right. I guess I would be as close to that as I've ever been in my entire life through virtue of being 44, almost and a half, virgin, B card, all things associated, high libido, high sex drive, can
Right.
access this incredible energy, still only doing a solo. It's great learning, self-love and putting it out there.
Sure.
Hopefully my gal energetically is getting attuned. It'll bring us together, all that good stuff where my mind goes. But at the same time, at what point do you follow your manly instincts or just your human instincts?
Yeah.
Or just
I feel like at a certain point, nature takes over. My question for you is that I'm so fascinated with is for you, when is that? Because even me, like I'm, fairly reserved, but at a certain point, you just go like, okay, fuck it. Like throw caution to the wind.
See, the next place my mind goes is if that is a potential and all the things between leaving here and going there, if that's a potential, it's very, very easy to talk myself out of it. So it would have to be.
But not with a throbbing, raging
hard on. But I'm saying I won't do it in the first place. I just won't do it if I think that's or I could not do it if I think that would be a possibility.
But I'm saying if there was a scenario where you were almost tricked.
Impromptu.
Do you I just wonder what would happen. What do you think? Like if we went to a strip club, like we talked about maybe going to a strip club, right?
Yeah.
If you went to a strip club, like, would you be okay with getting a lap dance?
I would talk too much. I'd be talking about. I'd be like, "What are your politics?"
Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah. Sometimes
I would annoy her.
That does happen. No,
like,
no,
do you like to write? Are you an artist? Like,
well, but at certain points, you just go like, "Shh." We'd get one. We would pick a stripper that would just be like, "Enough talking, shh, sleep," and she would.
I would comply. But then right now, are you asking
especially
me now? I'll answer.
Especially if it's a beautiful lady.
No, for sure. So picture my top version of that or whatever, doing that.
Mm-hmm.
I hit the brick wall. I'm just like, then I'm another swinging dick. I'm another dude. I'm another John. I'm another.
But that doesn't. But here's the thing.
That's where I go.
When you have a raging heart on, none of those things. That's the beauty of it. None of those things matter.
But in the scenario, like you said, the strip club scenario, and what's more cliche than that? Not cliche, but it's just like what would be more just because being the inexperienced guy or the virgin with the beautiful woman doing she
doesn't know that. We're not telling them that. They don't know. They don't know any of the history. We're not going in there.
Okay.
And making an announcement or nothing like that. Nothing.
Yeah.
I would be fucking. My lips are sealed.
That's what she said. That doesn't work. I'm sorry. But no, I'd probably say I wouldn't enjoy it. I would be like, I just like, why? What is this for? I don't get it. I don't get it. And then,
I mean, then you're almost like, listen, I'm not saying you're asexual, but you're almost like tipping into sort of that territory there when you go like, why? You know what I mean? Like, those people, well, you're also kind of one of those people that doesn't really enjoy food a lot. You're just kind of like sustenance, right? You don't really get, like if you could just take like a supplement, you would actually be happy. You'd be happy to do that. Right. So, Yeah, it's kind of like it's sort of that.
It's weird contradiction. Yeah.
Well,
I
it's
mean,
just not a contradiction, but it's just you're kind of almost getting into like, well, maybe this is a deeper thing. Because if you can't understand why, then like maybe there's something else there.
I get I look, I get the why. I'm not like, I guess again, it's ironic we're talking about this because I was talking about this earlier today at work.
Okay.
If you can imagine,
This came up around the water cooler.
if you can imagine, ironically. No, and we were just talking about it, and great conversationalist for sure, very smart, and just knows how, like, what questions to ask, or just like, because to really kind of get through. And I just see my mind goes to, and I think I brought up what we did, I guess, what, a year or two ago now on Roosevelt Boulevard, how I just couldn't enjoy it because I can't not think about the
that
love
was
issue. Yeah.
extreme.
For sure.
There were a lot of elements, and I think it was also like shocking for like from like a guy from the suburbs to see that happening. So I totally get that. Yeah. But this would be different. It's it's a little more of a social atmosphere.
All right.
Maybe we get you Roy Rogers or something.
But no, this is all on the fly. But you want us to be honest?
That's basically cherry Coke or Roy Rogers.
Dr. Pepper.
No, but you like cherry Coke.
Yeah, I eat that. Yeah, I'll drink that too. But only if there's no Dr. Pepper.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No. We're talking about this, and this is on the fly, and this is where my mind's going. We're being honest, full disclosure, we're showing leg.
Being honest.
Break my balls. There is a amount of sexual and sensual energy in that room between the stripper and the receiver.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
the receiver.
And the receiver, or the John, the Joe,
the recipient,
the Tom. The recipient of dance.
The gentleman caller.
The little caller. And then it doesn't make sense. There's a certain amount of energy, that kinetic energy, that base energy, whatever. And if she is attracted to him, I imagine she would engage the dance differently. If she's not attracted to him, she would engage the dance differently. More touching, less touching. Maybe. However much touching is I know, because there can only do so much. I've even heard. Where he is in his head. If he's just looking for the quick, that's an energy. If he's looking to really enjoy it, that's an energy. That's a vibe. That's something different, where all that comes into play. And you're also considering about, now, at least, again, it's like, and not to be, you know what, TG, that guy. What we're thinking of it now. We're talking about it now. And I know just the ball breaking will ensue, but where is she coming from in her journey that put her there to do that in the first place? And now I'm associated with that because I'm the one that's getting the dance from this woman.
Yeah. Okay. You're a classy guy. Listen.
Yeah. I can't.
That's a different. I mean.
Yeah. I can't get past where it's just like, what do you engage in?
I mean, I've been in, half a dozen times I've been in that situation where that actually did lead to an encounter, getting a lap dance. Yeah. I actually had one time, there's a lady, she was from Siberia and beautiful though. And she, it was a strip club near where I worked. So I would just kind of pop in and like grab a drink, and ended up, I got a lap dance from this girl. And then, we kind of chit chat or whatever. We ended up going out. And then weirdly enough, she gave me a full instructional, she gave me like a full tutorial on how she gives a lap dance. And weirdly enough, it's always the same. She had the same sort of routine that she did, but it did lead to, a relationship of sorts, not a long one, but
yeah,
so it could be, I mean, it can be sometimes an audition. You don't know, you won't know it, but it can be.
Well, I know,
but that doesn't really answer the question of like, where is she at
Yeah.
in her life, and why is she doing this, and which
Well-
it sounds like you're maybe not on board for fundamentally.
For sure. Well, no, and it's funny you said that too. As soon as you said like the mechanics of lap dancing itself, it's like that's
Lap dance mechanics.
But I like the athletic that goes into that, the prowess. I know pole dancing, and that's a thing that people will do. I'm assuming mostly women will do, because that's also great exercise to do. That's a lot of flexibility.
Sure.
And
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I never thought about this until now. Now we don't have to get into this too much right now at this hour. We're about to land the plane here, but you do have some interest in other people, not always cisgender women, but men and trans women. And so what if it was a male situation? A little more like empowering, like he wants to be doing this. He's, you know what I mean? It's a little less of a connotation of, he's a young stud. He's paying for grad school, but he's enjoying it.
The same logic, I think, still applies if it's, or like you said, an athletic gym guy, or a trans woman from, I don't know, Colombia or Brazil. I'm just throwing it out there.
Sure. Hypothetically.
No, but the same logic still applies. Like, what they're there with me now, and we're exchanging the energy. If it's me and another dude, a gay dude or whatever, it's still like there's that sexual and kinetic.
Whoa, who said anything about gay?
Wait. Yeah, that's a good point.
What if I was offended about that? No.
Yeah.
Just two guys helping each other out.
Yeah.
So, okay. So you still would have an issue with it.
Same logic.
Any kind of like sex work is out for you, basically.
Yeah, and again, like you say, maybe nature at one point would take over, but I would see it very hard, no pun intended, but to get that hard activated. Because,
that's what you think.
Sure.
You don't know.
And again, at one point, what is it? You're not your limbic system, but like the part of your animal brain or your whatever.
Sure. I always call it my lizard brain.
Or that. Yeah. Like just where just like nature will, it is what it is. We're designed for.
Yes.
And if you're, but if you're not aroused to begin with as a man, now I know when we wake up with, obviously erections and all that. So sometimes it happens and we're not actively, it's a whole thing.
This is like health class.
Basically, yeah. So sometimes you can't help it, or
right.
Especially, and again, I should talk with, sometimes if I just slightly engage that energy, I have to watch, because like that, and I have to, just the bodily reactions to the energy. I
don't understand what that fully means. I'll be honest, because like it just kicks in, like you hear like a like a picture, like a Ricola commercial, like that big like and you're just like
in the back of my,
and it's a little bit like Kill Bill.
Oh God, yeah.
And then
I know the reference,
and it's just like fucking get out of the way.
Usually, all right, I'll be honest, when it would mostly be, say, leaving the gym is when that, like, nothing's on my radar at all, but you have that post-gym pump, you have that high,
right.
You have your sweaty. Maybe there was somebody that you're attracted to at the gym. Maybe somebody was giving you the signal, but you didn't react to it because you're stuck in your head, whole thing. But that being said, like, I asked for it. But like, that is when, like, it's not even on my radar, but then I noticed it starts happening. It's like
the metronome kicks in.
I know. I don't know why I did that. Like, exactly. TikTok.
But, 120 BPM.
At least 20. but where it's just like, oh, that's nice. And it's just like, I could just kind of, because it doesn't involve the physiology, where I could just kind of engage, starting around that area for sure, the prostate area, penile area, anal area. But where
I've
that
never
energy
seen somebody say so much without saying anything before. It's like you say
contradiction.
So many things, so many
Somebody's
words.
got to know what I mean.
Nobody knows what you mean.
But I'm sure like a guru that, like some kind of.
Yeah, how many gurus? There's like 8 people watching this right now. How many do you think are gurus at 10:30
3 or 4?
on a Wednesday?
Half-ish?
Jesus Christ.
No, I know, but that's
nobody knows
when it kind of happens on its own, because I guess maybe blood flow, and I think actually too.
So that all this means is you just get a little randy. You're just getting a little randy,
but not through virtue of I'm attracted to her, and you fantasize in your head.
No. That's
you like her outfit or something like that. I guess
you just get a little. Sometimes that just happens. Plus, I feel like I don't know that does something for your testosterone to be active, and yeah, that's not. I don't know that that's any sort of sensual ancient.
But it happens
energy
when
or
I'm
wisdom.
not. But it's not when I'm actively randy, though. It just kind of happened on its own, where
it's
a physiological response.
That happens to everybody, though.
Explain.
Like you'll get a little like, whoo, you'll just catch a little something, and it has nothing to do with anything. It happens to me all the time when I do a lot of like high intensity cardio, and
exactly
when that boosts your testosterone. The fucking next day, I'm like, look out.
Okay. Yeah.
Or even that. I mean, I used to do it when I was in a relationship. I was like, I would try to keep up with that so that I could, because it helped my libido.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I haven't studied any sort of anything. You know what I mean?
Right, but I guess I know what you mean. Where maybe that's the more for normies, but I guess for people that can maybe do what I'm able to do, where it kind of starts with your sacral chakra and kind of moves up,
right?
Kind of moves up the spine.
This is the thing that I always question about that, though, is because you haven't. Sometimes when you haven't experienced just the like regular thing, like a nice handy from someone that maybe you're casually dating or something, like, or you know what I mean? Like, because so it's sort of, you don't have anything to compare it to, right? You just have your escapades
in my head,
right? So I'm saying, like, part of me is like, almost just for science, you should almost do it, just so you know what to compare. You know what I mean?
You said the D word, dating. Listen, once I'm there dating somebody, actively dating, when that stuff gets on the radar, done.
Hey, okay, so let's talk about that. What's the next step there? Are you okay with like an app? Do you want to get on an app? Or are you more still just hoping that you run into her on the street or something?
Then we talked about this a while ago with the pre-records on the YouTube channel where, how can I be Mr. Fate and Destiny when I don't want to try something that I feel that I'm just stacked against? Because on the dating apps,
right.
It's as everybody said, that's a cliche. Oh, it's a numbers game. It genuinely is. Now, depending on, I know Hinge, I think is a little more legit, or the women have to reach out to you or something like that.
That's Bumble, I believe.
Bumble. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, but I'm saying, like, being that that's the way that everybody meets now, statistically, it's the predominant way that people are meeting. So why couldn't it be Fate?
No, exactly right. That's why
that you meet on something like that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's where I'm contradicting myself. Where like, all right, well, Matt, try. You're Mr. Try it then, instead of just waiting to meet her at the gym or at work or when you're at Walmart tomorrow.
Because then going back to our earlier conversation, you'd have to be ready. You got to be able to be like, hey, do you would you like to get together sometime? Would you, because then it's just a woman at a car wash that, it drives off into the sunset in her CRV.
Yeah, maybe I should be a little more Maddie on the spot with that instead of Johnny on the spot. And kind of be prepped with that in my head, where there are some people potentially on my radar now in my life where if things were different, or if just whatever things were different, I would probably try to shoot my shot. Don't know if I would get a yes or no, but it would be awkward to get the no for a variety of reasons. So as it is,
you got to get some no's. You got to get some no's.
I've got no's. Oh no, I've gotten the no's.
All right, so that's good. That's a start.
Oh yeah, no, my God. But we talked about that before too. It's not fear of rejection. It's happened. It is what it is. It's not science to me. It's not a big thing. But it would be a little more complicated. And then, I'm born in 1982. You're born in 1981. Mm-hmm. I always say keep it in or around the early 80s, I just like, I would like to, if I'm going to, so that kind of stymies me too a little bit, where I might have even shot my shots if she was a little older, you know what I mean? Or if I was a little younger, but yeah. Okay. But I shouldn't let that.
They don't meet your criteria. You don't have to, but I'm just saying.
For sure. Yeah. But yeah, it's like if things were
not going to happen if you don't try.
That's what I hear, That's
right. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
So they say, right?
Well, for sure. True. Yeah. That can be. No, right. Yeah. So, but maybe be a little more Maddie on the spot with
proactive. Yeah. Well, listen, you can, but because I don't think that the sort of scenario that maybe you imagine, I don't know if that happens really anywhere.
Except in Lifetime movies.
Yeah. Hallmark movies, maybe.
Yeah.
With like Kelly Rowland or something.
Listen, you shoot your shot. You
could do worse than that.
No, I don't know if I know the name. Is she like?
She's from the Destiny's Child.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She worked with Beyonce, alongside Beyonce. But I don't, but listen, we can get into that. We don't need to belabor this more. This is something that we've talked about for 1,000 hours. But But so no to no massage probably. Or if you do, you'll make sure it's a very safe, sterile environment.
Yeah.
God forbid somebody tries to jack you off.
She's going to have my social security. She's going to have power of attorney. She's going to have my income. You know what I mean? I'm being funny. That's the cliche. That's the stereotype. The first girl that shows me any sexual attention that I will just give my heart to and be that guy. No.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of. Is I think that sadly, if you had a situation where you had a rapport with a woman in a laundromat or something, and you went, I'm afraid you would think it was like your soulmate automatically. That's what worries me. It's like
so that's a stereotype for sure.
Well, it's like confirmation bias, right? You're waiting for it, and then like, oh my God, it's happening.
But I have been in those situations before, and I didn't, the dates that I've been on years ago. And,
but you didn't know, but those didn't, those don't fit that same criteria, because I'm talking about ones where you were crazy about them.
Oh, and if I did get a yes or whatever,
I don't think any of those situations you were really into the person.
Oh, the green lights that I've gotten in the past, or the dates that I've been on. No. I listen, and we can suss them out next time for sure. But no. Weirdly enough, quite a few of them. Not all, but
they were women you were interested in.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Oh, but it just never worked. But it never worked out. So one of you were not on board.
Me. With the green light, I'm getting it, at least with the one situation I'm thinking about related to when I was pursuing my series, and it was the original premise when it was about the adult field. And I met some people through it. Let's talk about it next time. But it's just like, that situation. Oh my God. Well, no. It definitely, like, all the cylinders were firing for sure. The criteria was met. I'm such a car guy. Look at me.
Oh my God. Real motorhead, this guy.
Oh yeah. Oh god, yeah. Gearhead.
Gearhead. Grease monkey.
Grease monkey. Yeah, clearly. I just exude that. No, but I would have been part of a bench, and that I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be a rotation.
So this would not have been an exclusive situation. Like this was not a relationship.
The one situation I'm thinking of, but very attracted to her. Had a lot in common. Had a lot of differences too.
So she would have thrown you one, but that's all it would have been.
Oh, it would have been more than. And then the signs, especially the last time we really hung out. Oh God, the stars. Understand something. Understand. There is a scenario where Maddie took the other road. You and I are never talking. I know about you as a fan of what you used to be on. I still know you through virtue of being on MLC, but you'll probably never met me because the card would have been gone. A while ago. Oh my God, especially the situation Taylor made. And if you can imagine, in a sense, long story short, suss it out later. But of all the times that deals have been, ruined by the guy being too forward or trying to get laid or something like that, whatever that is, whether it's creative, business, romantic or something like that, friendship or whatever, I ruined it by not engaging in that. And especially in this example.
The major number one reason for you not engaging in that was what?
Being part of a rotation and being part of the field.
You were not. It was not an exclusive deal.
Correct. Yeah.
It would be this person was dating around
for sure, and it would have been ongoing.
So how do you know that? How do you know that you wouldn't have fallen madly in love, had great chemistry, and then she wouldn't have said, let's be exclusive?
Well, I guess she did say at one point she wasn't interested in being in another relationship. I think she just gotten out semi-recently to when we met back then in a long-term relationship. And I think she had gone through some trauma, and that puts me right in a headspace where, it's obviously not positive and all that. But it would have been, and then I think about had I been, or if that happened now with where I am now in my head, different situation or similar situation, but different person, obviously. But I might choose differently for sure, because again, where we would have gone this night, it was Taylor again.
How many years ago?
I've been working on Tame since 2015.
Jeez.
This was in the first cut. Oh, this is almost a decade. So I'm mid-30s.
So this was almost a decade ago that this happened.
Yeah.
Do you wish you would have? You wish you would have done it? Looking back. Retrospect.
I understand why that Matt didn't. I know that's not what you asked me, but you notice I'm dodging the question.
Not what I asked.
Exactly.
Not what I asked. So do you wish you would have?
No. Only because if it's a similar situation now, I might go with it. But back then I understand why I didn't. And to me, more than likely, there would have been no longevity to it. I know. Or maybe I could have, but that Matt, in the alternate reality, other universe Matt, especially, and I'm not even saying reality.
There are different me's on different timelines that are tech moguls. I don't fucking know. But those things.
This one.
Right. I'm in this situation.
Oh, so, man, that Matt's got stories with how that, and all right, it would have been with somebody else that was a good bit younger than me as well. And I kind of recoil at that. So if I was in my mid-30s, whereas this is somebody else
20s,
mid-20s.
All right, well,
and early to mid-20s, and where she was a little more disappointed that I didn't go along with the program that night. And it could have been. Could have been. I'll never know. Listen. Getting changed in my car. They were getting changed in my car. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't have. I'm very. Oh, yeah. I'm teasing. Getting changed in my car.
You're like Rain Man. Getting changed in my car.
Oh, man.
5 minutes to Wapner.
Party
I'm an excellent driver.
Yeah. We were in my car.
You're like horny Rain Man. All right. Well, listen. Let's end it there before I get more depressed. Jesus Christ! You could literally talk yourself out of anything fun. I think.
No,
I think anything
it could
that
have been
could
potentially.
give somebody a boner, could inspire any kind of anything.
Well, it's funny just to
is-
pin it, but and again, suss it out later for sure. But that could have been a menage a trois for sure, and that was off. That was kind of hinted at a lot that day too. But we took my car for a reason.
God. Yeah, that really
yeah.
would have been like alternate timeline, Matt. Like you really would have. You might be a totally different person. You might be trying to give me advice.
Well, I'll just ask you, and again, we can save it for. But do you think it's possible that you would know if you were driving with somebody who wasn't wearing undergarments at the time?
Would I know?
Because I didn't. Would you know if they weren't the whole time? You know what I mean? I always thought about that. I never asked anybody really, but this is kind of like I'd always like if she wasn't wearing on panties or underwear. Whatever,
I don't think I understand the question, but would I know if I'm driving with someone with a like a woman wearing a sundress or something? That's what I'm picturing. Would I know? No, I wouldn't know. I would not. Dress. I don't believe I would know. Unless they mentioned it or something.
If it was kind of like a gray dress, a tight gray dress, like a little longer than finger length down, the legs. Yeah. All right. I'd always
unless their clitoris was pierced, I probably wouldn't know. No.
That's a thing.
Jesus Christ. Yes. Oh my God. I've experienced I've had some crazy surprises because that you don't find out about until you're in it. You're right. You're in the situation. Yeah. Yep. So I had a girl one time just go, surprise. It was like right at the beginning of the pandemic. I remember she was a school teacher and it was like my hand was down and I went, when she saw I made a face and she went, surprise. Oof. And she had multiple things going on though. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, I don't. To answer your question, I don't. To answer your question, I don't understand your question. That's my answer. That's my answer to your question. So let's put it to bed there. Once again, I don't think we accomplished anything.
But that's the point. That's the point, buddy.
Is that the point?
Yes. In my head. This is the show. This is the show.
I'm leaving this situation more frustrated than when I went in. No, it's listen, I just have I'm adjusting my expectations. Every encounter with Matt, I just kind of adjust my expectations.
That's a good thing, right?
And now I'm kind of like maybe he's got a little touch of the asexuality, but
get the sorcerer on.
Yeah. We will enlist. I've got a few other mental health professionals too that have offered to help out. So with that, I guess we'll see you next week.
And live long and
same bat channel. And don't forget to get your pet spayed or neutered. That's a thing people used to say. And then what was yours?
Well, always a Star Trek line. So live long and prosper.